What is up, everybody? It is a simple love song from Blank Page, our guest this week on episode number 60 of Tunesday Tuesday, presented by the Boston Chris Show. I am your host, Boston Chris, and we're excited to chat with a young duo couple coming up in the country music genre by the name of Blank Page. They are Avery and Jack, and I do believe they are high school sweethearts. We're going to find out for sure before we go speaking things into existence, okay? But without any further ado, let's just ask them directly. Let's get right into it with Blank Page. It is Avery and Jack. Hey, guys, welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for having us.
So I was just doing an intro. Is it true that you guys are high school sweethearts?
Yes, that is right.
Yes, it is.
That is badass, first of all. Where are you guys from?
Maryland.
Maryland. I would not have guessed that. So you guys are essentially country music, trying to do the country music thing, and Maryland is the Northeast. So how's that going for you? It's a little bit tougher, I imagine, up that way, huh?
Yes. Okay. Yes, it is. But we've started off playing a lot of our favorite local breweries and local restaurants and stuff. And from then on, we have stemmed to playing some of our favorite venues. Like a few months ago, we actually got to open up a really big event that happens in Maryland at one of the biggest venues, Merriweather Post Pavilion, and they have an event called Saturday in the Country. And they actually reached out and asked us to do the national anthem there, which was super cool because
Nice.
we both grew up going to concerts there. So, yeah.
You guys do a lot of shows, too. You're very prolific in doing a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So do you guys really enjoy doing the live show thing?
Yes, yeah. While other people are in school doing schoolwork, I am reaching out to venues trying to get us booked every single day I possibly can. And being in Maryland, there's not a lot of country music, but the country radio station in Maryland and in Pennsylvania, which is right next to Maryland, have been nothing but supportive and giving us opportunities to open up for.
How are the audiences connecting to y'all with that brand of music up there?
Oh, yeah.
They love it.
Great. Well, yeah. Very well.
So what's the plan for y'all? Do y'all plan on staying around the Northeast, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania area? Is there some plans to maybe go to Nashville or?
Well, we actually are. We just actually moved here a few months ago to start going to college. We're in Murfreesboro. We're not quite in Nashville.
Sure, okay.
But, we're about 40 minutes outside of Nashville. We're attending Middle Tennessee State University, and we go down there pretty often to play some shows and stuff. And it's been going great. The people are amazing here. The opportunities are great. We also get a lot of great opportunities from our college. So it's going very well so far.
So went to the same high school, now going to the same college. Is that right?
Yeah.
So not sick of each other yet, huh?
Nope.
Yep.
Well, that's a plus. Are you guys writing together as well? Is that part of the process?
Yes, all of the songs we have out, we have written together.
What's that relationship like?
I think it depends on what song we've written. Some of the songs we've written in 20 minutes, others I write the first bit and then she comes in and adds her thing. Other times it's different every time. I think it just depends on where the song takes you.
Are you guys both playing instruments or?
I mostly leave it to him because if you've ever seen one of our live shows or really heard any of our records, like he is usually playing every single instrument and he's so incredibly good. So I don't really even try.
Yeah.
I did a little before I met him. Like I was trying out some things, but ever since we started playing together, I was like, take it.
So what do you play, Jack? What instruments do you play?
So on Simple Love Song, I played everything but the drums. And I can play drums, but we didn't have a good way to record them. But my favorites, guitar I play all the time, piano, mandolin, banjo.
Golly, so anything with strings, essentially.
Anything with strings, yes. And then drums.
So what does that look like for you coming up and learning all of these different instruments? Is it born of boredom, or is it just you want to be good at everything? Honestly, it's a question, you know?
I was obsessed with music since I can remember. I can't remember a time when I wanted to do anything but music, so it didn't feel like a need I had to be good at. I don't think I'm a master of any better than anyone just because I can play all these instruments. I just love doing it. Like, if I hear it in a song, I want to figure out how to play it so I can do that for myself. But it's just always been something I love doing.
Do you feel like part of the reason for that is because it's been more serious for you? Like, is this something you've wanted to do more than a hobby for a long time?
Oh, most definitely. The first time I watched the CMA Awards, I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. like no doubt about
So
it.
does songwriting kind of work that way too? He does the music, you do the lyrics, or does that kind of differ from song to song?
That definitely differs from
Yeah,
song to
it
song.
definitely differs for sure.
So
Yeah,
how
she's done the
go ahead.
melody. She's done the melody and the lyrics. I've done the melody and the lyrics.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
done a
curious
bit
how
of
that
that.
works for you, Avery, with the melody. Are you just hearing it and humming it, or because, or
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, considering the fact I'm not like great at at playing instruments and stuff, it's kind of just like I create a melody in my head and I'm like, hey, listen to this. I like create a voice memo and I'm like, do you kind of see this vision with where I'm going without the instrument part if I'm just like humming it or singing the songs to some melody I made up? But yeah, that's pretty much my structure for it. But when I have him there and I'm just sitting there and I have some lyrics and I'm like, play something, like play some sort of melody and let's see how I can mesh my
But we've
words that
also
I
been
just wrote down and kind of
we've also been doing music long enough together. If she has a melody, I know where she wants the chords to go
yeah.
with it. So as
And
soon
that's
as
such
she's
a great tool
here,
to have as writers, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And do you guys? I don't want to say have trouble, but do you guys? Is there a real strong desire to keep your relationship separate? And what I mean by that is like your personal relationship, your creative relationships. They should probably be different, right?
yeah, we were definitely told a lot when we were first coming up, like, don't put anywhere publicly that you're dating. People will think you're going to break up and not want to book you. We've just never really cared about that. We're like, we write the songs, we write real feelings, what we're feeling. We're in a relationship, we write about it, we talk about it, we're very open about it. And I feel like if you get too anxious and worried about what other people think, what might go wrong, you're just putting yourself on a sinking ship for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
killing
agree
yourself.
with that 100%. But what I mean is like keeping that personal relationship out of the writing room. So in other words, when you guys are writing, you're nothing more than co-writers. Or do you guys still keep the personal relationship intact
Oh
for
yeah,
that?
definitely. I think it's most important when you're writing. That's I feel like when you have to be most personal
I
about
love
everything.
that.
Like I definitely when
Yeah.
I started writing songs, I was like, all right, this is what a good song should sound like. And I wrote a lot of songs that I think could be number one hits for other people, but they weren't like what I was going through. When I started writing with her, I was really just, all right, this is what's going on in my
Yeah.
life. This is what I want to sing about. This is what
Yeah,
I'm
and
feeling.
I personally, I never had that experience like trying to write about a situation that I wasn't familiar with. Like the first song I ever really seriously wrote, except for like when I was a little kid, just writing like stupid little things. But really, when I started seriously writing, was like the first song I wrote was one of the most like gut wrenching
Yeah.
personal songs I've ever written, and I was like, this is like this. It just comes out of me that way.
Do you guys find yourselves learning even more about the other person because of these really personal things that you're showing them from a creative standpoint? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we will be writing a song sometimes and be like kind of like where did that stem from and then get into a conversation about where that specific lyric came from and it turned into a whole story and for sure.
Yeah,
I
most times
definitely
writing the songs turns into a
a
couple hour conversation.
debrief, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really important thing in a relationship to learn how to grow from your partner, right? And understand what he or she is going through and then keeping an open mind on what that looks like, right? Because that
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean it's a knock against you, right? If he's feeling some sort of way, that doesn't mean you caused it or vice versa.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important to keep an open mind. And if you have that creativeness, as kind of almost like your vessel to be able to talk to each other. That's got to be an incredible tool to have.
Yeah.
I got to know, blank page. Where'd you come up with that?
So we got this from a War and Treaty song. I don't know if you've heard of their music,
I
but
had a
they're
feeling. Yep.
absolutely incredible. And when we were thinking of a name for our band, we had just seen them at a venue with maybe 100 other people in the audience. Like they were doing their first kind of huge nationwide tour, but smaller venues. So we're like, it was just a great moment for us. We love their music. We think they're amazing performers, and the song, it was a great night for us. So we're like, let's just call it Blank Page, and it'll be like our little secret, a homage to this band we love. It'll be like a cool, small, unknown thing, and then like a year later, we're doing the thing. The Grammy nominations come out, and Blank Page is nominated for a Grammy. War and Treaty are on the album with Zach Bryan. They're touring all over. Like, well, this just exploded. But Michael and Tanya actually saw a video of us doing their song Blank Page, reached out and invited us to sing on stage with them at their show in DC. And from there we've now have a relationship with their band. Their band recorded on all of our songs. They reach out all the time, and they've just been nothing but supportive. So it was
Yeah.
definitely Definitely a smart move.
I love that. So you guys are both in Murfreesboro, Nashville area. So what's the plan, so to speak, musically for y'all?
Yes, we've got a lot of shows coming up. We're trying to still book everywhere we can. We've got a recording session coming up in
Yes,
January for some more
got some
songs
new
coming
music
out.
coming out next year for sure.
We're just gonna keep going at it.
Nice. Very cool. So let's talk about the two songs that we're going to be playing tonight. The first one is a feature from Blank Page. First of all, I got to thank you guys for rescheduling. I know we're on the same day, but because of you guys, we got to talk with Kelly Lang earlier today. So thank you for doing that. If you don't know who Kelly Lang is, she's just a legend in country music. And so because of you guys rescheduling 2 hours, we were able to have both of y'all on today instead of just y'all. So thank you for that, first of all. I wanted to give you guys some flowers for that. The featured song is To the Grave. Is this the new single?
This is the newest
Sure
single.
is, yeah.
So tell us about this song. How did it come to be?
So one night we were just sitting down to write something because it had been a
We
little
were
while
getting the
since.
Halloween set together.
Yes, we were getting the Halloween set together, but we knew we wanted to write something new and kind of wanted to aim it to be something spooky, scary, Halloween vibe. And we were like, we just want to do something different.
You were saying how you wanted a song with a guitar lick.
And yes, something with a guitar lick, something like very different from our vibe that we already have. Some of our records that we already have out and stuff. And we kind of came up with this rocky, spooky song. And we actually, did we have the title first? I don't think we had the title first. I think we just started
fast.
with like creepy words, and we were like, Halloween.
Fast.
Like Halloween was just going through the brain. And it was fast, and we had that really cool guitar lick that you hear in the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like we came up with a guitar lick, and then like half hour later, the song was just there.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that you're coming up with guitar licks and the idea for different musical items in a song, Avery, because again, he's the better musician. You're already admitting to that. But I love that you're still open to that conduit almost of hearing and seeing music almost. And then you trust him enough to come to him and be like, this is how I'm feeling. Like, let's do this. I love the relationship y'all have in music. It's really cool stuff. I'm excited to share the song. I have not listened to it yet because I want to be surprised and blind react to it. So that'll be fun for me. The pick of the week for you guys. If you guys follow the show out there, you'll know that we have the special guest choose a song, either that means something to them or to showcase another artist that perhaps they want them to have a little more exposure or whatever. For me, it's very selfish because I get to learn new musicians, new songwriters, and that was the case this week. I had not heard of the person that you chose, and I'm excited to listen to the song. The song is called New Leaf by Madeline Edwards. So of all the songs in the world, why did y'all come up with this one?
Yeah, so Madeline Edwards, she came onto the scene, I think 2022. She performed at the CMA Awards, ACM Awards. She got a big push for her debut album, was getting all of the record Nashville attention, and her voice is incredible. She writes incredible. She's just got she mixes soul and country very well in a new way, and we loved it. We've seen her perform multiple times, and then earlier, either this year or last year, her brother passed away, and the record label told her, get a quick EP out of the way about this and let's move on to your new album. She said, no more record label, put out her whole album, and it's absolutely incredible. The song New Leaf is off of it, and she has just been killing it as an independent artist without all the support and just keeping going, and I just love that about her.
Same to you, Avery? You feel the same way?
Oh, yes. Yeah, for sure. The EP is a masterpiece, and it's so beautifully composed and beautifully telling the story that this label was really trying to like shut down. And I think she just executed it perfectly, and I'm so happy for her. And it's been great getting to like communicate with her and kind of be in her corner through all this. And yeah, love this song. Such a good song.
I love the stories behind the songs and how things come to be. If people were just hearing of Blank Page for the first time, what is the best way to support you guys?
You can find us on all social media at Blank Page Duo Music, and then on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. You can just look up Blank Page and find our music there too.
Yeah, and you guys have like 3 or 4 singles out already, if not more, right?
Yeah, we've got a whole EP and then 3 singles.
Yeah, so spin, 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 right? Well, I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. Again, thanks for rescheduling for us, and I appreciate y'all. Keep it up, man. I love the relationship y'all have both personally and in the music, and how you guys don't want to keep that separated. That's very cool.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You guys have a great night. Let's get into the music, guys.
Yes.
As well, thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to play the aforementioned brand new single. This is the spooky number, as said by Avery. This is To the Grave. Let's see if we can pick out the guitar lick that inspired this song.
Call us crazy, call us absurd, but you know, baby, this can't be put to rest. Engraved in our hearts, till death don't do us part. I'm gonna love you till the stone and back. Gonna give you everything I have. Got my heart and my mind and my eyes on you. Won't stop till we pass our time, let's do. Gonna love you till there's no more blood in my veins. Gonna love you past our last days. I'm gonna love you till the grave. I'm gonna love you till the grave. I'm gonna love you till the tombstone that breathes in love and memory. But little do they know that I'll already be waiting 6 feet under God's and left struck thunder deep below their feet. Who even needs a heart that beats? You go and I'll follow your lead. I'm gonna love you till the stone and back. Gonna give you everything I have. Got my heart and my mind and my eyes on you. Won't stop till we pass our time, let's do. Gonna love you till there's no more blood in my veins. Gonna love you past our last days. I'm gonna love you till the grave. I'd say things got pretty deep, but you'll never be out of reach. Gonna love you till the stone and back. Gonna give you everything I have. Got my heart and my mind and my eyes on you. Won't stop till we pass our time, let's do. Gonna love you till there's no more blood in my veins. Gonna love you past our last day. Gonna love you till the grave. Gonna love you till the grave. Gonna love you till the, gonna love you till the, gonna love you till the grave.
All right, To the Grave by Blank Page right here on Tunesday Tuesday, number 60. And their pick of the week is New Leaf by Madeline Edwards.
it's late, I've been meaning to call. They think you'll pull through after all. It's been fight or flight, and it's such a shame. Guess we passed down more than our last names. Oh, traumas and traditions, they live in all of us. The branches are wide and the roots they run deep, but I like to think I'll do things differently. Pull the good from the bad, like a rose from the weeds. Thought I flew the nest, but it still follows me. Can't cut down a family tree, but I could turn a new leaf. Still been keeping you up? Do you worry the devil's in our blood? In every yoke you can count the rings, retrace the mistakes and good memories. If Dad was a stranger, would I be more gracious? If Mom was just a friend, would I be more patient? The branches are wide and the roots they run deep, but I like to think friendly. Pull the good from the bad, like a rose from the weeds. Thought I flew the nest, but it still follows me. Can't cut down a family tree, but I can turn a new leaf. But I can turn a new leaf. I was ready to swing, had the axe in my hand. Brother, I shed some tears, only you'd understand. It's love and it's painful, I'm hurt, but I'm grateful. We're doing the best that we can. The branches are wide and the roots they run deep, but I'd like to think I'll do things differently. Well, the good from the bad, like a rose from the weeds. Thought I flew the nest, but it still follows me. The branches are wide and the roots they run deep, but I like to think friendly. Well, the good from the bad, like a rose from the weeds. Thought I flew the nest, but it still follows me. There's always a little grief. Can't cut down a family tree, but I could turn a new leaf. But I could turn a new leaf.
All right, it's Blank Page's Pick of the Week, New Leaf by Madeline Edwards. Great song, both of those songs. Love the turn that To the Grave took there at the end, kind of changed kind of how the pace changed towards the end. Really loved it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in for episode 60 of Tunesday Tuesday. Guys, 2 new artists every single week on the show, 6 p.m., 8 p.m. Central every single Tuesday. And, of course, these episodes go out to your favorite podcasting sites as well. We are live on Facebook and Twitch every Tuesday at The Boston Chris Show. I hope you guys will follow the journey, because next week, 6 p.m., Heather Harper from Tyler, Texas will be on the show, and Robert James Webb will be on here talking about his brand new Christmas single as well. Next week, we keep them coming. So y'all tune in, and thanks for checking us out tonight, y'all.